Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video talking about, giving my opinion on whether or not The Walking Dead would work without Rick Grimes. Alright, good stuff, and I hope you're all caught up on the Walking Dead television series. The comic book series, I'll try not to get into it too much into any specifics because I know a lot of people don't read it for this topic. But really for the channel, just to kind of let you guys know, I kind of expect everybody for spoilers because I don't want to spoil anything for you guys, but I kind of expect all of my subscribers to be fairly caught up on the show. So if I do a topic, if a character is killed off in an episode of The Walking Dead, the following week, usually within about a week, I would do a topic on it. And I don't want to ruin anything in the titles, but for me to put a title that's accurate to the video, so I really don't want to do that. So anyway, I just kind of would say if you're subscribed to the channel, be wary that it does contain spoilers if you're not watching a particular show that I'm doing, like The Walking Dead, within about a week after it's aired. There may be some spoilers coming up. So that said, this was another viewer requested topic. People wanted to hear my thoughts on whether or not it would work without Rick. I've kind of talked about this a little bit before in videos, doing some death predictions when Kirkman talked about possibly killing Rick in season 4 and that anybody could die at any time. Yeah, so what I really want to say is that Rick is sort of the character that we follow from the beginning of The Walking Dead. He's our main lead character. I believe the reason why we're following him, this hasn't been officially shown yet, but it looks to be the case, is that the group that Rick eventually forms, I believe personally, is going to sort of be a group that's going to restart or kind of recharge society, humanity, and get things started again. That's kind of where I think the long-term vid is going. Now, that's just a prediction. I don't know for sure, but it's looking like that right now, and I think that's where Kirkman's going. We'll find out soon in the comic book series if it is or not. So that's kind of the long-term effect of having a character like Rick, and I really like that type of story where we follow him, and basically the reason for us to follow him is because he's going to do great things in his lifetime in the zombie apocalypse. Why would we want to focus on a character that's not going to do anything at all or just be killed off without doing anything great first? Wouldn't it kind of feel like a waste? That's my personal opinion. And with Rick, that's why I think we're following him in terms of him being like the main lead character. Also, he's likable, and he's got, Carl, and he had the baby, and he had Lori and everybody like that, and Shane and everything. So he's a really dynamic character, and he's definitely a lot of fun. And over the long term, I think we're focusing on him because he's done some great things, and he's really gotten together a huge group now in the comic book series, and is kind of on his way to jumpstarting society, I think, restarting the human race after zombie apocalypse. So if everything goes according to plan, they don't get destroyed first. We'll have to see what happens. But at least he's trying. At least he's making an attempt. He's trying to make it happen. So he's a great lead character to see. See a character like that in a zombie apocalypse, it's the greatest zombie story ever, I'd have to say. Compared to any other movie or anything else, it's the best. And that is The Walking Dead. So in a lot of ways, Rick is The Walking Dead. But as we're going to see with the spin-off series, we're going to get totally new characters that have nothing to do with, Rick and the main group. And they're going to be adding on additional content. There's been novels. There's been video games that have done really well without Rick. And I'm sure the comic book series eventually will see a day when Rick is not the main concentration anymore. That may be coming soon. I guess we'll have to see how that goes. But basically what I wanted to say is that Rick is a great lead, and people have trouble, viewing the series without him, the television series or the comic book series, and rightfully so. But I definitely think that over time, we're going to see other characters. If the TV show goes on long enough, which I assume it will because it's doing so well, the comic book series is probably going to continue for a really long time. It may be around even after Kirkman is done writing and someone else takes it over. Who knows? We'll see. But I would say that it's pretty much guaranteed sooner or later that they're going to have to switch off from it always being a Rick story. the title of it is The Walking Dead. So now who does it focus on? Does it focus on the survivors? We are the Walking Dead. There's that kind of line in at the end of the prison, or a decent way into the prison story in the comic book series, which kind of hints that the story, the title, The Walking Dead, is about the survivors. It's not about the zombies themselves. But I would say survivors, not just survivor. It's always kind of shown so far from Rick's perspective and his small group's perspective, for the most part. The TV series hasn't always been. The TV series, we've had the Governor, Woodbury, and them, but which I did like a lot to see the Governor's own episodes. Thought those were really cool, and see how a villain would live in a zombie apocalypse. Really awesome. So to kind of answer the question in a short way, not only do I think it can work, I think it will work over the long term. I think we'll see that with the spin-off series. The Walking Dead success is not just because of the character of Rick. It's really because they took the approach of seeing what happens to characters over a long term in a zombie apocalypse and choosing great characters to do so. So Rick is a fantastic character, and that's why we follow him and the things he's doing, and he's a great lead. But I'm sure they can come up with some other characters that would be fantastic and would be changed in a lot of ways that people will love to see. And I'm sure we're going to see that in the spin-off series of the television series, which starts actually next year. So, geez, that's coming pretty soon. And I'm sure we'll see it eventually in the comic book series. So, will The Walking Dead work without Rick? I say yes, definitely. It's just hard to picture because he's such an amazing character, and he's the one we've been following up until now. But definitely the video games have shown with Lee and Clementine. We're going to see with the spin-off series, I'll bet you almost any money that will work. And we'll see success with other stories that are not just concentrated on Rick in a zombie apocalypse with that formula, because I think it's brilliant. Those are my thoughts on that one. Let me know what you guys think about it, and I'll call it here. I got another Q&A coming soon. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I'll call it here. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you for the next one. This is Trev, as always, saying peace.